In this video, we're going to talk about math. Per usual, you can get to math by going to the soft menu right here, but I usually jump into the actual math key on the front panel. When you turn on math, you're going to have a couple different options. One, when you first turn it on, you'll see that math pops up in the bottom of the screen. And so this is going to show you the existing math function that you have set up. You can have up to 5 math functions turned on. Right now, we only have 1 turned on. I'll talk about how you can cascade those here in a minute. If we go into the menu, you can see essentially how you would set up the math function. So you can label it. You can come in and choose what your source is going to be. Right now, since we're doing an integral where you can choose just the first source, you can have any of the channels for the first math, any of the analog channels be the source or a constant. As you move down to other math functions, you can have previous math functions be the source. So if you wanted to cascade equations, that type of thing. If you look at the different operations that are available, there's your traditional addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, but then you have a pretty broad range of other operations that are available. And you can, of course, change the units depending on what you're expecting to see come out of the math function itself. A couple other things to note, you turn the math functions on and off by using these little toggle switches. So if I turn on the second math function, you can see here we're doing a subtraction of channel 1 and channel 2. As I mentioned before, as you start to get into the second, third, fourth, and fifth math functions, any of the ones prior to it can be used as a source as well. So if we turned on channel 3, we would have math 1 and 2 that are available for sources on it. A couple other things that I'll mention. So if you come over here and take a look at the the volt per division knob, that when you're using math, then allows you to adjust the math waveform. And so you can adjust the size of that math waveform. You can just adjust its position on the display, those types of things. If we go back into the math menu itself, you can also load and save equation sets. So if you've saved off an equation set, you can load it back in, that type of thing. You can also come in, you can change the position and the vertical scale in the menu as well if you don't want to use the knobs. And then, of course, you can change the color. So you can have the default color, or if you want a different color for the math waveform, you can do that. You can even have some of the color graded waveforms, like a temperature grading or a fire grading, that type of thing.